Right. Welcome to the explainer. Let's be completely real for a second, babe. Have you ever looked at a photo of yourself from, say, 3 years ago and just wondered why you looked sharper? A bit more awake, maybe? Most of us look at our faces in the mirror and think we're staring at a fixed passport photo. We see a chubby face or a weak chin and immediately blame our parents or just bad genetic luck. But I'm here to give you the raw, rather uncomfortable truth about why you might not be looking your absolute best.
So, ask yourself, do you think your face is permanent? Because I need to completely shatter that illusion for you right now. Your face is absolutely not some fixed, solid object that you're just stuck with forever. No way. It's actually a living, breathing structure. It changes, and it's constantly reshaping itself based on the daily pressures you're putting on it. Everything from exactly how you breathe to how you sleep is literally molding your features as we speak.
And honestly, this hits the nail on the head. You aren't ugly, you're just undisciplined. I know, that sounds like a bit of tough love, but think of me as your virtual big sister. I really need you to hear it. The very first step to reclaiming your look is to stop branding yourself with all these negative labels. If you're not happy with how you look, it's time to shift the blame away from your genetics and start taking a really hard look at your daily habits. Because here's the absolutely crucial point. Your face is performing slow-motion surgery on itself every single day. These bad habits act like unwanted microscopic changes that day after day after day completely reshape your facial harmony. Now, it doesn't happen overnight, obviously, but over months and years, these tiny, undisciplined actions literally change your actual bone structure and soft tissue. So it's time to step up and take immediate control of your appearance.
Section 1. The silent destroyer, mouth breathing.
Right. I'm going to break the fourth wall here. If you're sitting there right now watching this explainer with your mouth even slightly open, shut it. Seriously, shut it right now. Resting with your mouth open signals your body to drop the jaw, and when you do that, your facial muscles instantly go slack. Over time, this literally elongates your face, creating this tired, droopy look that absolutely no amount of expensive concealer is going to fix. Your chin goes weak and your cheeks just flatten out because they simply have zero structural support from the inside.
There is such a stark contrast between these two states. Mouth breathing creates a droopy, slack face, whereas constant nose breathing provides a brilliant biological lift. You see, nose breathing isn't just about getting air into your lungs. It actually acts as an internal support system that keeps your facial muscles actively engaged and lifted throughout the whole day.
So how on earth do we fix this? Well, you must breathe through your nose at all times. And yes, that includes when you're completely fast asleep. If you're constantly waking up with a dry mouth or a really puffy face, you are more than likely mouth breathing in your sleep. The practical fix here? Mouth taping. Now, I know it sounds entirely mad, but using just a tiny bit of tape at night literally forces your body to use your nose, ensuring those facial muscles stay lifted and engaged while you're resting.
Moving on to Section 2. The architecture, mewing, and tongue posture. Stop letting your tongue sit at the bottom of your mouth like a wet noodle. Seriously, your tongue is an incredibly strong muscle, and its proper resting place literally controls the entire shape of your face. It's meant to provide internal structural support, acting basically as the scaffolding for your jaw and your cheekbones.
Let me slow down for a second here because we really need to get this exactly right. Here is your step-by-step manual for locking in proper tongue posture, which you might know as mewing. First, just do a normal swallow of your saliva and notice exactly where the tip of your tongue naturally touches. That's your anterior palate. Place the tip right there. Now, and this is the bit everyone always misses, flatten the entire surface of your tongue against the roof of your mouth. Keep your lips naturally sealed and your teeth lightly touching but not clenched. I know it feels incredibly awkward at first, but this absolutely must become your default resting face.
And here is the brilliant biological payoff. When your tongue is locked in that golden posture, it gently pushes upward on your maxilla, that's your upper jawbone. That continuous upward pressure heals your facial structure right from the inside out. It physically lifts your cheekbones, perfectly aligns your nose, and tightens up that little pooch under your chin to give you a genuinely sharp, snatched jawline.
Section 3. The pillow trap, sleeping positions.
8. That is the massive number of hours a day you likely spend sleeping. I mean, that's literally a third of your life. And yet, so many of us are using that precious time to actively destroy our facial symmetry. Think about it. If you sleep face down or heavily on one side, you are smooshing your face into a pillow for 8 straight hours. This constant, heavy pressure is physically molding your bones and your soft tissue completely asymmetrically.
This is exactly why one side of your face might look a bit melted compared to the other, or why you might have way deeper lines on your left side than your right. You are quite literally ironing wrinkles into your skin every single night.
So the fix for this is actually pretty straightforward. First things first, stop resting your face on your dirty hands during the day. That just transfers bacteria straight into your pores. And at night, you really need to try and sleep on your back. If you absolutely can't manage that, you must invest in a silk or satin pillowcase. It drastically reduces the friction and pressure on your delicate skin, stopping that asymmetrical molding dead in its tracks.
Section 4. Sculpting the outside, massages, and the ice hack.
15 seconds. That is literally all it takes to utilize the ultimate immediate cure for a bloated, inflamed morning face.
This is the famous ice hack. If you wake up horribly bloated because you ate a load of salty takeaways or just slept really poorly, dunk your face in a bowl of ice water for 15 seconds. It's not just some trendy ritual, okay? The pure shock of the cold water acts as a free, real-life filter. It massively reduces inflammation and completely flushes out all that morning puffiness, making you look instantly awake and super fresh.
Pair that with a quick, daily lymphatic drainage massage. You know, a lot of the time, what you think is a chubby face is actually just trapped fluid and inflammation. Just use your knuckles to glide from your chin up to your earlobes 10 times. Then sweep your knuckles from your nose out to your temples to really lift those cheekbones. Finally, gently glide your fingers down the bridge of your nose. Always move upwards and outwards. Never drag your skin down. This physically drains the fluid that's just hiding your gorgeous natural bone structure.
Section 5. The foundation, lifestyle, and diet.
Right. Listen to me carefully here. You cannot ice your way out of a garbage lifestyle. You simply cannot out-skincare a diet that consists of sugary, salty rubbish. If you're eating like you hate yourself, well, it is absolutely going to show up right in the middle of your face.
There's a massive, direct biological link between your diet, your stress levels, and your facial harmony. Sugary and salty junk foods trigger severe bloating. If you're stressed all the time and running on no sleep, your body pumps out cortisol, which literally kills your collagen and ages you so much faster. And if you aren't drinking nearly enough water, your dehydrated skin completely panics and holds on to whatever water it can find, leaving you looking perpetually puffy.
So the crucial takeaway is this. A bloated face is just a panicked, inflamed face holding on to water like it's preparing for the bloody apocalypse. Reducing that internal inflammation through proper hydration, whole foods, and actually getting good sleep is the absolute key to unlocking your true face card. When the inflammation finally goes down, your natural sharp bone structure gets to properly step into the light.
We've covered the internal architecture, the sleeping traps, the external sculpting, and the lifestyle foundation. Attractiveness isn't just about genetics, babe. It's the daily routines you actually stick to. So I'm leaving you with a very direct challenge. Look at the habits we've discussed today. Which ugly habit are you dropping right now? Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Take control, fix your habits, and watch your true face emerge. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.